Come with me, toy fans.
Hey toy fans, my name is Tony and as always welcome back to the Analog Toys YouTube channel. And we have a donation today, a donation or probably more like a gift I suppose. This comes from my good friend Alan Dawson. Now Alan Dawson is not only a good friend of mine, me and Alan have probably been friends for 10 years or more. But yeah, Alan is also a really prominent collector in the Action Man community. He's a very well-known guy. He organises a number of collector shows each year. And in fact, I actually had the pleasure of interviewing Alan at a Welsh action figure show, which is sort of predominantly sort of Action Man and 1/6 scale stuff. But yeah, I had the pleasure of interviewing my friend Alan at one of these shows in Wales back in, I think, 2011. So here's a clip.
Having had them as a kid, and in my case I was forced to give them away, I didn't want to get rid of them, so it was kind of a nostalgia thing that, you know, I could see the things, in many cases picking them up at car boot sales, stuff I'd never had, and oh, I can have that again now, you know, and started piecing stuff together from what you got in a carrier bag for a couple of quid, and you'd probably get half an outfit and some broken bits, and just worked it up from there.
Alan and me, we've been friends for a number of years. Decided to send me this this gift box. It's been opened by Australia Post for inspection by biosecurity and then released from biosecurity control. So whatever's in there, you obviously passed the Australian customs test there, Alan. So without further ado, let's get this box open. As I am filming this video, my computer is currently rendering our Christmas special video. I'm not sure when this particular video will drop. I want Alan to have the pleasure of seeing this video first before anybody else. But in the meantime, yeah, I was going to sort of wish you guys all a Merry Christmas and all that kind of thing. But I say enough about that in the Christmas special video. So, okay, and we have a letter. Dear Tony, here's a quick note for you as a little help for unboxing this package. Leave the green floppy thing until last. I think you'll like it. Okay. A note from Australian Customs. It's been opened for biosecurity purposes. All right. Since you only have a box Jamie Summers, I thought you'd like this, question mark. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of this stuff because it's going to kind of spoil some of what's in here. All right, the green floppy thing. What are you on about, Alan? Oh, wow. The Bionic Woman, Jamie Summers. Yeah, so I think Alan knows I have a boxed example of this. I don't have a loose example, which I often need for videos. There was a Jamie Summers that appeared in a video recently. What video was it? My Evil Knievel video. Jamie Summers appeared in that video, a loose one, and that was actually one that I borrowed from a friend. Really good condition. She's obviously missing the rubber rollback skin on the arm, but it perishes just like, you know, Action Man Frogman suits, and most of them are missing. I believe you can buy replacements. I know you certainly can for the Bionic Man. I'm not sure about the Bionic Woman, but I actually like to display them like this, where you can actually see the gorgeous detail in the Bionic circuitry in the arms there. Fantastic. Thanks very much, Alan. That really goes a long way to helping me sort of fill out the collection. I think there's only one more loose figure I need to get, and that's Fembot. So, okay. What do we have here? A-Team accessories, and there's some G.I. Joe in there. Yep, G.I. Joe. So there is the duffel bag for Hit and Run. We've got BA's toolbox, and it sounds like, yes, the tools are in there. Alan, this is going to come in really handy. I've got the BA Baracus figure upstairs in my collection. It's got the toolbox, and I think quite a few of the tools are missing. So you're going to help me complete that figure there. We've got a Hannibal backpack. Murdoch's binoculars, awesome. And a black 44-gallon drum. This is actually from the 3 3/4 inch guys, and this is going to be excellent for sort of setting up smaller dioramas, whether it be for them or for G.I. Joe or anything like that. So excellent. Thank you again. Oh man. An Adventure Team button. That's awesome. Excellent. You'll see in a recent video that when Joseph sent me the Rattler, he sent me an iron-on. I thought it was a sticker originally. It turned out to be an iron-on transfer, so I sort of bought a cheap t-shirt from Kmart and ironed that onto the shirt and made myself an Adventure Team shirt. Now maybe the Adventure Team button can go on my Action Man shirt, so I can sort of have an Action Man Adventure Team shirt combined. Oh. We've got a small 1/6 scale Christmas hat there for Action Man, but for right now, Jamie Summers is going to wear her Christmas hat. That's awesome. Oh, Alan, I almost wish I had have had this a week ago when I was filming my my Christmas special video. I certainly could have used it. That's fantastic. Really, really awesome accessory, and something that I've really been thinking about getting. You know, whether it be a hat or a full sort of Santa Claus outfit for Action Man to maybe appear in some of the videos that I bring out this time of year. Excellent. Okay, I think we've got a later G.I. Joe here. Where's Alan's letter gone? Where'd I put your letter, Alan? Here we go. Because I'm not sure which one this is. 1993 Star Brigade G.I. Joe Roadblock figure with accessories. Roadblock. Now, I'm not too familiar with the later G.I. Joe figures, the 90s stuff. Man, there's a lot of accessories in here. Look at that awesome helmet. I'm as I do with all the gift box videos, I'll get this figure fully assembled at the end and take a nice photo and show you guys at the end the complete figure. Excellent. Oh man, he's got a lot of hand grenades. I wonder if you actually use hand grenades in space. Do they work? Awesome. There's a lot of stuff packed into a small box here. I will admit though, this box is heavy. So for anyone who watched the live stream I did recently where I talked about the Action Man team, so Atomic Man and Bullet Man and all that kind of thing, I mentioned in there that my Atomic Man actually had 2 left biceps. And what I'd actually done, when I acquired my Bullet Man, for some reason the only part missing was the upper right arm, so the upper right bicep. And I didn't have a spare. What I did have was a spare left bicep from a G.I. Joe muscle body figure, which I simply painted up with chrome paint and added in, but you can't really tell when it's on the shelf, but I know that it's not quite right. Well, Alan has now sent me the right bicep from a G.I. Joe muscle body figure, so I'm going to get that painted chrome and I'm going to get my Bullet Man fixed up so he's now got a left and a right arm rather than 2 left arms. Or maybe like me, 2 left feet when I'm playing football. Fisher Price Adventure People. I actually picked up a few Fisher Price Adventure People items in a large lot of Action Force I purchased recently. So I had quite a bit of Fisher-Price Adventure People stuff when I was a kid, some of which I mentioned in the Christmas special video. And although I've never really collected it, I'm starting to get more and more interested in collecting some of those items, certainly the items that I had when I was a kid. So yeah, between this and a couple of other items I got recently, I'm now starting to get a few Fisher-Price Adventure People. So I might eventually one day make a video on Fisher-Price Adventure People. How many times did I say that? Fisher-Price Adventure People. And here we have, this is the 30th anniversary Joseph Colton, I believe. Yep, the 30th anniversary 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe mail away Joseph Colton Green Beret. Steel sealed in the bag. It's got the file card there. Again, I'll take a good close-up of this later on. And another excellent addition to the G.I. Joe collection. Thank you, Alan. Oh. Battle Action Force Annual 1985. I love me a good old annual. Awesome. Red Shadows. I love the Red Shadows. And that's going to be probably not the first feature video you see in 2020, but one of the first. I've got a couple planned. Oh man. Z-Force. Sorry guys, I should be showing you this. This artwork is awesome. Sometimes when you get these annuals when you're a kid, only the front and back covers are in colour. Oh yeah. So we've got a few colour pages and then we go into a bit of a black and white comic. This story is called Charlie's War. And this is actually more of a World War II story rather than, the Z-Force, Red Shadows, all that stuff. But we got more Action Force stories in here. Action Force Ambush with lots more Red Shadows. Whew. Alan, I've got a busy production schedule ahead of me today, and I think I'm going to be distracted reading this this annual. This is awesome. Oh, no way. Man. So the center pages of this actually show the Palitoy sort of products that were available in 1985. And there is some really awesome imagery here. Here we've got all the Z-Force figures and vehicles, the Z-Force headquarters, which is basically the original G.I. Joe headquarters, simply recolored. Yes. The SAS Wolverine, the vehicle that is on the top of my Action Force wants list at the moment. Oh, it's got everything in here. And this is really good photography. I'm going to be able to scan this and reuse a lot of this stuff. The Space Force, the Red Shadows. Oh man. Just everything Action Force seems to be coming my way just lately. This is awesome. As a matter of fact, as soon as I finish recording this video, I've got to go down to the post office and pick something up, a little small something that George Aitken sent me. Probably not going to do a video for that. I might just do a short video just for him on that one. Oh, we've got a two-color, I think they call this two-color print, a two-color print story covering the Action Force Space Force stuff. Again, with the Red Shadows and Baron Ironblood in there. Man, there's a lot of different stories packed into this annual. Lots of other World War II stories. Oh, and this is the sort of stuff I really like. We have here some sort of technical printouts for the SAS mobile missile system, and then the Shadow Track, which is a vehicle I recently acquired. It's actually just sitting over there. Oh, the rapid fire motorcycle. Oh man, this entire video might end up being about this annual. The Cosmic Space Cruiser, that's another vehicle I want to get. Really want to get that. Along with the Triad Fighter. So the Triad Fighter from the Action Force Space Force. If I can find a good quality image, I'll flash it up on the screen. But the Triad Fighter was actually designed by Bob Breakin, the same designer of the Robo Skull. And he's kind of, I'm pretty sure he wants me to make a video on that. So, and I would really like to. So as soon as I can acquire a Triad Fighter from the Space Force, I'll be touching base with Bob Breakin and getting some information and maybe some, some behind the scenes kind of production imagery, whether it be, design sketches or photos or whatever Bob has to hand. How does that look? Yeah. And making a video on the Space Force Triad Fighter. So I think we're down to the last item. This might be the green floppy thing he's talking about, which is the t-shirt. What is this? Dad on Duty, Action Man. Everyone knows that I'm, I almost have a secondary collection. Look, what am I wearing today? Lone Ranger. People often comment about, the t-shirts that I wear in my videos. I've got a vast wardrobe of sort of pop culture t-shirts, and I've actually got a couple more coming in the mail. I've recently purchased, I think the company was called TeePublic. I'll put a link to it because found this online site that does pop culture t-shirts, TeePublic, and they actually had some really cool Palatoy stuff. And I picked up a red t-shirt that's kind of got the design of Skeletron's chest on it, which just looks awesome. And then a black t-shirt with the Palatoy Action Force logo. So I've got those so I can sort of wear them in a few of the Action Force videos. And this will be appearing in one of my upcoming Action Man videos. What an awesome gift box. It's, as I said, I'm not sure when you guys will see this video, but today is the 20th of December. So this is a bit of an early Christmas present from my good friend Alan. Just before we wrap up, I want to go back and basically read the rest of the letter that I couldn't read at the start. So yeah, dear Tony, here's a quick note for you as a little help for unboxing this package. Leave the green floppy thing till last. I think you'll like it. Yes, I really do, Alan. Thanks for the t-shirt. Since you only have a box Jamie Summers, I thought you'd like this loose one here, and she actually looks fantastic with that Santa hat on her head. A bag of mostly A-Team accessories with a few G.I. Joe bits. Always helpful having loose accessories. The 30th anniversary 3 3/4 mail away Joseph Colton, awesome. 1993 Star Brigade. So as I said, I'm going to get that figure all assembled and take a nice photo for you. An Adventure Team logo pin badge, a little something for the Bullet Man figure. I hadn't actually read all that way through the letter, but I knew straight away what it was, and obviously Alan watched that, listened to my comments in that live stream video about requiring a right bicep for Bullet Man. And a Santa hat for Action Man, and I hope it arrives before Christmas. Yes, it has. So I might take a few Action Man photos on Christmas Day with his hat on. Maybe I need to get Action Man a gift and he can do his own unboxing. So, and Alan says, looking forward to watching you open this box. Cheers for now, Alan Dawson. As promised, Alan, as soon as I get this video ready, you'll get the exclusive first screening of this video, which will probably be in the next day or two once I get it all put together. So thanks very much, Alan. I wish you and your family a very, very Merry Christmas. And yeah, I'm not making any promises, but if I don't make it to the United States in 2020, I'll definitely make it in 2021. I've mentioned before that there was some sort of personal reasons why I may not be able to get to the United States straight away. And I'm sort of happy to discuss that now. So my wife is from Thailand. I used to live in Thailand for a while when I was working in the Middle East. That's where we met. And now my wife and my son have been in Australia for about 7 years. They've had permanent residency for a number of years, and we've been, over the last 2 years, have been going through the application process for them to become Australian citizens. And I didn't really want to discuss anything about that until we got an answer back, which was a couple of weeks ago. We got the awesome news that my wife and son have been approved for Australian citizenship. They're not citizens yet. They have to attend a swearing-in ceremony, which will be I think it's around May. They're going to, swear allegiance to the Commonwealth of Australia, and following which, once they become citizens, they can get Australian passports, and then it's much easier for us to travel to countries like the United States. They can still travel on Thai passports, but with an Australian passport, it makes it a lot easier. So in the next few months, that sort of final hurdle of the process of, bringing them to this amazing country, we'll be through it all. They love this country as much as I do, and they're really deserving of becoming Australian citizens. So that was another sort of early Christmas present for us, was them getting that application approved. And yeah, we're really looking forward to the ceremony. So once they have those passports, Alan, our sort of big ticket holiday that we really want to do is to come to the United States and visit, hopefully, Toylanta. So I don't think that's going to happen probably this year, but 2021, mate, I'll see you in Atlanta. All right, Merry Christmas to Alan and his family. Merry Christmas to all of you guys, and I'll see you in the next video coming soon. Cheers.